It's a beautiful day to crawl under this car again. I've lost track of how many attempts this is to get this car back on the road, but this is hopefully the final one. So, engine runs perfectly fine. I got it on the road and I had an issue with a noise coming from the torque converter. So, I gotta crawl under the car. I'm gonna jack it up, I think, because I'm not that skinny anymore. And we're going to address that. So, I'll carry you along for the ride. I found the problem. So I've already gotten one of the old or the new bolts out, and I was concerned because you could tell that's not hitting anything. All right. This one, however, you can't really tell this. Well, you can tell by the washer that thing's backed out. So I'm going to take it out, take a good look at it. I might grind the head down just a hair, but I'm gonna torque this thing up again, and I will show you the real reason why I'm in this huge mess with this car is because of these bolts. The original torque converter I ruined because the bolts were too long. I couldn't find bolts readily available, and instead of, being patient and ordering the right thing, I went to Tractor Supply, picked up some grade 8 bolts, right, that were 5/16 fine thread. I just stuck them in, and I wound up puncturing into the bell torque converter. That's what that's called. Torque converter itself, and it puked all my transmission fluid out. So I had to buy another torque converter. So I was terrified torquing these things down, even though I compared old bolts to new bolts. This one was tight, and it's not hitting. So I think it's just a matter of retorquing, but I'm still gonna kind of grind down the head of the bolt just a little bit, just to be safe. All right, a couple things. I have ground down the head of the bolt a little bit so that it's not gonna interfere, and I'm keeping the washer on it because the original torque converter bolts, as you saw, have a much bigger head. They're 1/2 inch or a 9/16 head, and these are 1/2 inch. So anyway, and then I also ground down the threads themselves so that I know that they're not going to bottom out and punch a hole through this torque converter like I did the last torque converter. Well, I'm glad I went ahead and checked the torque on the original converter bolts, because like I said, I was terrified of punching a hole through the torque converter when I did this. They were loose too, so that was 100% my problem.